Hello guys, it's Venetia here and I'm back with another video. And as you can tell by the title, it is the day. Today is the day for my first clinical experience. Okay, so right now I'm on clinical 4. I think I've been through 4 clinicals. I have the 5th one coming up next Monday. Exciting. I'm going to mom baby. I really hope I get a baby, you know. But yeah, so that's not talk about that. Today we're gonna talk about my first clinical experience. I know you guys have been waiting on this video forever, and today's the day that I come and I'm bearing gifts and I'm giving it to you. Now you guys know, you guys are nursing students, you guys or not, you guys are going into nursing, but I'm pretty sure you guys heard of HIPAA laws. I ain't trying to get put in jail, number 1. I ain't trying to get kicked out of our program, number 2. And yeah, because you know, you never know who's watching. So for that reason, I'm not gonna say names. I'm not gonna go too in depth, so it's not gonna be that long of a video, obviously. But I will tell you guys what happened, so stay tuned. Let's get into the video. Okay, so this was my first clinical, which was, let's say February 13th. Let's just go with that date. I don't even know what date it was, but it was like a February something. So it was that day. We went to the nursing home. My first one was at the nursing home. Most people's were at the hospital, but I started with the nursing home, and then my last one is at the nursing home as well. So same clinical instructor. She's gonna see how much I've grown, and yes, I'm so excited. So yeah, so we went. She sent us the email the night before, and of course I had work that weekend, so that was a crazy hectic weekend. I think you guys remember that, but I had work that weekend. So she sent us the email that Saturday, I believe, and she told us about our patient. She did it pretty early. She sent us an email and a text about our patient. Not a text really, but an email. She just texted us and said she had him up. So she sent us the email, and for the first one we were going to be partnered. So, and how ironic, I was partnered with the same woman I was partnered with last semester for my one clinical. So it was like, thank God, because I kind of knew her and we kind of already knew how to work together, so that was good. So we got partnered together. She sent us our separate email, and she told us about our patient, and I read it, and I think I don't know if you guys remember this on Snapchat. I don't even have the videos anymore. I didn't save it, but she told us about our patient. She's like, your patient is very complex. Trach tube, PICC line, vent, everything. Like, patient had everything. So she's like, it's a very complex patient for your first one. Just know your meds, study, blah blah blah. You know, everything that your clinical instructor should tell you to do. Study her meds. You know, do this, do that. So I seen it and I kind of flipped out. I'm like, my first patient is complex. Okay, we got this. So then my partner emailed me and she's like, did you see the email? And I'm like, girl, did you see the email? Like, what the hell? So I'm from there. It went to Sunday and I went to work, and of course I had my clothes with me because I knew I was gonna get off and go straight to the hospital. So I changed in the bathroom at work. I went to the not the hospital, but you know what I mean, the nursing home. I changed at work. I went right to the nursing home, seen another one of my cohorts there or whatever, getting her information, and she said she's been there since 3, and at that time it was around 6 or maybe 5 something. And I was kind of nervous because I'm like, I have to go right back to work at 8, before 8, for a work meeting. So I'm like, and it was probably 5 something, 6 I said. So yeah, and I was like, oh crap, I don't have that much time to waste here. Like, I just need to get what I gotta get and get out. So I sat down, you know, I got as much information as I could, looked at the clock. It was like 6:40, 6:46, I remember exact, 6:46. And I was like, oh thank God, it only took me like an hour and a half to get everything. So I got up, got out, then, you know, whatever. Then clinical came. I was really nervous. I don't even think I really slept that night. Got to the nursing home. I made sure I have everything. I have little checklists. You know, I have them. I have some right here actually, so I'll show you guys. I have these little checklists. You know, I'm an organization freak. I have these little checklists. So stethoscope, pen light, notebook, clipboard, paperwork, badge, pen, door codes. Door codes is only for the hospital, but yeah. So I made sure I had everything, and then when I leave in the morning, I check to make sure I have everything, so I'm not unprepared to clinical. But yeah, so I did that. Then I went over there, and it's literally like 5 minutes away. So I got to the nursing home. I seen everybody, and she was asking us how we felt, and I was like, I'm nervous because my patient is very, very complex, you know, and it's our first clinical, really. So it was very nerve-wracking. But my patient, when we got report, the nurses were like, so and so, which was my patient, they were like, she is secreting, she's doing this. Like, she was literally bubbling, her nose, her mouth, everything. So we had to suction every 10 minutes or something. We did trach suction, inline suction. She had a cool inline trach suction, so you didn't have to be sterile every time. It was just in there. So we had a trach suction, nose suction, mouth suction. It was a busy day. Like, we did a bed bath, we did so much, but it was so much of a learning opportunity. I appreciated that my clinical instructor gave it to us. Like, I felt really happy. Nobody else had not chronic, but complex patients like that. She was very, I loved my clinical instructor. She made sure we knew our meds. She made sure she tested us on them before we gave them and stuff like that. And it was just amazing. And it was, I wish I could go into more detail, but I really can't. But it was just amazing. Like, I had a complex patient for my first one, and my second one wasn't as bad. Like, from there, it has been like easy. I have been doing nothing really from that one. So it was an experience, man. I came home, I literally, I didn't have a test that next day, so I came home, took a shower, and literally went to sleep. I'm like, this was a crazy day. Like, it was so crazy, but it made me can't wait to be a nurse. Like, it was amazing. And there was the RNs there. There was the LPN that was our nurse. That was my nurse specifically, but then there was an RN there who was, who was there, and I was asking her questions and all this stuff, and she was teaching me, because in school they teach you, go in slow, come out, so like, go in quick, come out slow, whatever, because that's their breathing. But she was like, no, you need to go quick and in and out, because that is their breathing. So it's like, the book and school, they teach you so much stuff different than what you really need in real life. Like, it's so completely different. So pay attention in class and stuff like that to pass the NCLEX. But like, when you go to clinicals, really absorb what the nurses are saying, what anybody CNAs are saying, because that will help you in real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything's different. There's a book world and there's a real world. So like, you need both to be a nurse, but it's like, you need more of the real world. You need the book world to pass the NCLEX, but you need the real world to pass life, because you will be on the floor in real world. But yeah, that was my clinical experience. I wish I could go more in depth, but I ain't trying to get fired, y'all. Or not fired, but I ain't trying to get kicked out of the program or go to jail. So yeah, but she was a very complex patient. I loved it. She was very nice. She was unconscious, so really she couldn't really talk, of course. But yeah, it was just crazy. Her family was there. They were super duper nice. Her mom and her sister and her niece, they were so nice. She had pictures everywhere. It was just a loving family, and they were, I think, Catholics or something like that. So of course I'm a Christian, so I was praying for her, like, anything can happen. God freaking raise the dead, so he can easily raise somebody who's kind of in a comatose state, so I just can't wait to go back for my last one and update you guys and see if she's still there, like that, and I'll just let you guys know, yes or no, if she's still there and stuff like that. But it was a cool experience. Enjoy you guys' clinicals, because that's where you will learn the most. Absorb every single thing the nurse is saying, the CNAs are saying, like, their tips and tricks and stuff like that. See what they do the same thing, because you're gonna be them one day. So like, really absorb it. Do not be lazy at clinical. Do what you can do. Sometimes it is boring, you have to twiddle your thumbs, but help other, like, I seriously, when it's boring, when I have boring patients, because like, they get discharged, or you never know. So I've just been helping my other cohorts. Like, I've been helping them do whatever they need to do. Like, whatever you need to do, let's do it. Let's help each other, because that's how it is in nursing. Like, sometimes you're gonna need another nurse to help you. So it's just good, guys, to just help each other. If you're bored, help each other. If your patient doesn't have that much stuff to do, not have that much meds and stuff like that, just enjoy clinical, because you are with people. Like, you're with a clinical instructor that can give you advice, because in 2-3 years I ain't gonna have that, or in a year I'm not gonna have that. So it's like, you gotta use them as much as you can right now for your learning before you don't have that again, So that was my experience. I know it wasn't a big thing. It was just, she was literally secreting out of every orifice. It was like, and like, it came to one point where we suctioned her. Well, I did. I was suctioning, oh god, every time I think about it. But I was suctioning her, what was I suctioning? I was suctioning her trach, and she was starting to cough. So I'm like, okay, this is good. Just coughed up all these thick secretions, and like, give me the mouth suction, like, getting the mouth suction. I felt so cool. It was really cool. One of my cohorts, she's seen it, and she like backed up, and this instructor was like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm okay. It's just, and I am very queasy. Like, I have a really weak stomach. I thought I would not be able to take that type of stuff, but it was just like, I was getting it, man. And she had a cool abdominal wound. I was all up in there looking at it, observing it. It was nice, beefy red, good wound, really good wound, healing very well. It was really cool. Yeah, so that was my first clinical experience. I'm probably going to do one again for summertime, another first clinical experience for summer, because summer will go crazy. And don't worry, I will not leave you guys in the dark. For summer semester, before that starts, I'm going to do a whole video of what summer semester will be like, because I'm probably not going to be filming because I heard it's crazy. It's like a madhouse. So I probably won't be filming at all. So I'm going to let you guys know what the schedule's like whenever I get it, what this is like, what that's like, so you guys can know what's going on for my summer semester. But this was my first clinical experience. I love you guys, and thanks guys for always watching and staying tuned. And I'm about to lay down before I gotta go watch Get Out. So yeah, my stomach hurts, so I'm just gonna go lay down really quick before I have to go to the movies. So I love you guys. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye.